Imagine finally quitting your 9 to 5 job to become a full-time artist. Yeah, the dream. And then feeling stuck. That was me. I thought freedom would make me endlessly creative, but instead I felt lost, overwhelmed, and constantly battling art blocks that I've never experienced before. Hey friends, I'm Mirna, an artist and an art instructor. Today I'm sharing with you the biggest lesson I've learned after I left my job to become a full-time creative. How you can stay productive and inspired even when you feel completely stuck. And the simple trick that brought me back to creating every single day. Not too long ago, I had a regular job, a steady hours, a paycheck, and a clear routine. But deep down, I felt like my creative side was dimmed. I would come home tired, try to squeeze in some drawing or filming for my accounts, but most nights I was too exhausted or had my head filled with so much work stuff. I kept thinking if I had more time, I would create so much more. But the funny part is, when I finally made this scary decision to leave my full-time job and become a full-time creative, I suddenly had all the time in the world. And guess what? I wasn't super productive or creative. Instead, I felt overwhelmed and lost. People sometimes think that once you're living your dream, you are creative all the time. But I want to be honest with you guys, I still get art blocks sometimes. I still have days when I feel completely lost or even doubt myself. The difference is now I know how to come back from those moments. And the thing that helps me the most is creating routines and structures that help me and guide me get back on track. A lot of us believe that creativity is about total freedom, no rules at all. Total freedom, no rules, no limits, nothing. Just freedom for complete creativity. And of course, endless time. But reality is that so much freedom is actually gonna make it harder for you to create. When I had no structure, I used to scroll on my phone, second guess my ideas, or try and plan the perfect project and end up doing nothing. And I learned the hard way that creativity actually thrives in a box. Not a literal box, but some limits, rules, something that we set for ourselves. And now for the most important part, let me teach you how I've created my creative box. First, I give myself a limit. I let myself know that I have a limit for doing something, some task. For example, I'm gonna paint for 1 hour, no matter what comes out. Second, I limit my tools. Sometimes I'm gonna paint only using one brush or even 2 colors. Third, I set small goals. For example, today I'm gonna film 1 short reel for Instagram. For example, 15 seconds. Those limits, they don't kill creativity, they spark it. Because instead of drowning in endless possibilities, my brain is focused. And even if I'm gonna face some issues, it's still the issues inside of the box, nothing too big. I wanna share with you some creative habits that I've created guide me back when I'm stuck in some kind of art block or don't know what to do. It's something like sitting for 5 minutes and just draw my coffee mug. If you know me, I love coffee. It's one of the best things in my morning routine, and I'm always gonna have my cup of coffee in the morning. So while I'm at it doing something that I already love, I'm gonna sit there and try to draw my coffee. Sometimes I'm gonna draw anything that comes to my mind, the first thing that I look at, and just listen to music that I like. Or even open my camera roll and start drawing something from it. It sounds silly, but it keeps me moving. Even in days when I feel tired, stuck, or even that I've completely lost my spark. And honestly, this is how I stay productive and creative as a full-time artist. By choosing my box, creating my box, instead of feeling trapped inside one. If you are someone dreaming of leaving your full-time job to become a full-time creative, or you are already working on your passion, remember, complete freedom is not always the answer. It's the little limits and rules that we set for ourselves that give us focus, momentum, and confidence. I still have days and moments when I feel lost, but it's the routines, the tiny creative little boxes that I keep rebuilding for myself. And guess what? They help me find my way every single time. Thank you so much for watching my very first YouTube video. I'm planning to share a video every single week about art, creativity, productivity as a creative, and what it's actually like to be a full-time artist. I'm here to help, try to share what I've learned, and hopefully inspire you to keep creative, even on the tough days. So if you want to build your own creative life and stay productive and inspired along the way, hit subscribe right now. And let me know in the comment one small creative box that you are gonna try this week. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you again in next week's video. Bye!